DJ Akademiks goes on the Breakfast Club and clears up his claims that old school rappers are dusty. What up, world? It's your boy Challz Brown back again with another Talking Facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Okay, Ak, I see you. I see you on Breakfast Club with Charlemagne, the God, and DJ Envy, trying to clean up the mess that you made. And I have a lot to say about this. First of all, Akademiks, I need you to understand what you did. Now, I already, like I said in the last video, I already know why you did it. Akademiks was on Twitch for about 5 hours live, and he said, he was quoted, there was a sound bite that came out of him saying, have you seen some of these dudes that claim they invented hip-hop? Most of them are broke. Most of them are dusty. Went on to say that they are broke, and are you sure you invented it because you look broke? That's paraphrasing, but that's in a nutshell what he said. And I had a lot to say about it on my last video. I ran kind of long because I had a lot to say about it. Now, listening to Akademiks go on there and explain, he pretty much clarified and proved me right. Because I said on the video before he even went on the Breakfast Club to speak on it, that he wasn't talking to the entire generation of hip-hoppers. There was somebody that he was talking directly to. He said it. Go back and watch my video. I said, this is a hurt man, right? I said, this guy is hurt. This has nothing to do with the entire generation of hip-hop. This is somebody that he respected that hurt his feelings in the hip-hop industry. They said something about him, and he didn't like it. And he went on a rant, and he was talking about that person, but it got clipped up to sound like he was talking about everybody. The man's feelings were hurt by some rapper. Whoever it was, MC Shan, whoever it was, whatever dusty rapper. Probably wasn't MC Shan, because MC Shan way before his time. But it was somebody that he revered, that he still looks up to, and they had nothing good to say to him. Could have been Lord Jamar. It could have been somebody that he reveres. He knows their music well, and he was hurt by their comments. What happened was he got in his feelings, made a broad statement about a very singular person. The broad statement got carried on all social media. It got carried in mad blogs and podcasts, and everyone went up in arms, including myself, because it's a dumb statement no matter how you slice and dice it. A lot of people think he tried to walk it back. I don't think he walked it back. He elaborated on it. And when he elaborated, I knew exactly what he was trying to say. Right? He was trying to say, a lot of these dudes are coming at me, but at the end of the day, I've surpassed them financially and clout-wise. I'm bigger than you, so you have nothing on me. It was a chest bump for his own chest. It was an ego blast for his own ego. But what he messed up was he said it very arrogantly, and he left it too broad and open. And now for us, we interpret it as the entire hip-hop nation, and we let him have it. And he said on the show, on the Breakfast Club, that he doesn't want to reveal who the person was. He said it 2 or 3 times. I don't want to say their name. And he said that exact person responded to the new comments that he said. So the person not only hurt his feelings the first time, the person came back and responded to his new comments, not knowing the comments was really for them. You got to understand what you're dealing with. This is a man built on emotions, just like a lot of people. A lot of people get hurt feelings, and someone tapped this dude's feelings. Now he was already one of the most hated figures. Now he is the most hated figure in hip hop right now. I would even go so far as to say Akademiks is more hated than Tekashi 6ix9ine right now. I would go on to say that. Does he deserve it? I don't think so. But at the end of the day, when you put yourself out there as the asshole, the villain, and you go on Twitch to use satire and comedy, and you going at half the industry, and a lot of them are your peers, but they're older than you. They're not really your peers because you don't do anything in hip-hop except talk about it. So you can't say they're your peers. But you can say that you are a figure in this culture. Love it, hate it, like it, wrong. that disagree, don't. Akademiks is a figure in hip hop. It is what it is. Just like Soulja Boy is a figure in hip hop, no matter what you think. He is a figure of hip hop. Right? No matter what you feel. He's a part of this at this point. So what he's doing is trying to make it more clear of what he meant. It ain't going to matter. People are not listening anymore. They are turned off. They are tuned out. They have decided to hate this man to the end of time. There's nothing he can say. I want to say, I'm going to go on a limb and say probably, and this is a conservative amount, 60% of the hip hop community has a disfavorable image, a disfavorable stance on Akademiks. They don't like him. They don't want him to have say-so in this culture. And they will never, ever rock with him in any kind of way. And I believe he doesn't care as long as he gets his money. That's in jeopardy when you keep throwing stones at people and keep trying to egg them on, right? Because he's saying it's about one person, but it didn't really sound like it. It sounded like a whole industry you were dissing. And it's crazy that you feel like you could disrespect people because they don't have the money that you've amassed off of YouTube. If YouTube didn't have a share policy, whereas they decided to profit share with the people that make videos, it wasn't always like that. One day they decided to do that. Because they were like, we will get more people to create more content if it's not a side hustle or if it's not free. If we pay them money, then they'll do it willingly. And that's what happened. People are building careers with YouTube. But it's not like outside of YouTube, Ak would have been rich. Right? He would have got a 9-to-5. He would have worked a job like everybody else. But he got rich off YouTube, not hip-hop. Let's be clear. I got rich off talking about hip-hop on YouTube. He wasn't out in the field breakdancing, rapping, scratching, and doing this and that. He was a DJ, but if you listen to it, it wasn't that long. And Akademiks is from Jamaica. He's born in Jamaica. He came here when he was already a teenager, if I'm not mistaken. Right? And he learned about the culture. And he learned to speak English better and this and that from just being here. But it wasn't like he was raised in this, wrapped his arms around him, and from 5, he was just this hip-hop head, right? No, it wasn't like that. So end of the day, Akademiks is in the culture, but the culture can revolt against him and make it really hard for him to move around and breathe. And if you keep pissing off all these old heads, they may be old, they may be dusty, but they got connections in them offices. They got connections in these places. And not only that, a lot of these older corporate people love these rappers. They love these old school rappers. They were little kids when these guys. Look at Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport went damn slam crazy on Akademiks. Rappaport in his 50s, but he still got a social media presence, very heavy. He went nuts on Akademiks. He went freaking slam crazy. So that means his reach on all them platforms went to more people who may not even know who Akademiks is right now. But that stuff starts to snowball. So all of that, I'm a villain in black and all this and that, after a while, people going to start actively working to get you out of there. That's what you don't want. So Akademiks, you need to smarten up. I understand that you're learning from Charlemagne, and Charlemagne used to piss a lot of people off, and he had a lot of things going on. But that's not what you want. You don't want to be the villain all the time. Some of the stuff you need to understand, it's going to come back and it's going to be bad. I'm not saying somebody's going to do something to you, which is possible as well. But I need you to understand, when you toying with these old heads and you think they just old heads and you can say whatever you want to any of them, I would advise against it. Because these old heads, they got families and friends too who are in places that you might not know. And YouTube is not in a vacuum, bro. It's not in a vacuum. It's a lot of people working there that may have an issue that can control your fate as well. So academics, please understand the culture you're in, respect it, get with these elders. Stop trying to shun them and diss them and clown them, because you've been clowning old dudes for a while. It's not nothing new. It's been for a while. So I need you to understand, you have to be a better role model and a bridge, not just someone who's going to take, and then brag about how much they took. These guys did a lot to put you in the position you're in, right? Like LL said, when you get in these meetings and talk tough, it's because these dudes did what they did. And someone had a great quote. And it was to the effect of, they didn't eat then so you could eat now. They didn't eat back then so you could eat now. And that's what's happening, Act. So just respect what they did for you. Right? Respect what your elders did for you. Embrace your elders. These young guys, they fly by night. Some of them not going to be there tomorrow. But these legendary artists are. So show them the respect they deserve. That's all I got. CLBMG.com. Catch us on the flip side. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share the video, help the channel. And Clash the Rap podcast every Wednesday night. Check my social medias for dates and times and subjects and all that good stuff like that there. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
CLB.